We're at the Gospel Music Today on the Road studio with me, Kim Hopper. And Kim, welcome to Gospel Music Today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.
It's great to have you here. We have a new CD to talk about.
Yes.
We can't have Kim Hopper here without going back over a little bit of the Kim Hopper story.
Right.
Started off with the Singing Greens. Was that your first real singing?
Yes, that was my two brothers, Tim and Tony Green, and my dad played piano. And I did my very first concert when I was around 5 or 6 years old. By the time I was about 12, we were singing most weekends. And at 16 years old, we were basically full-time ministry. So I've been out here a long time. And I sang with my brothers until Dean and I married in 1988. And I stayed with my family for a year, and it just became too difficult. He was on a bus going one direction and me on another one. So we decided it was time for me to come and join him. So I found a replacement for my family, and they went on and had a beautiful ministry until my baby brother passed away. And my older brother is pastoring a church and doing quite well, and I've been with the Hoppers now 33 years.
That is amazing.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. It made quite a difference, I guess, in the Hoppers' style and when you came along.
Well, I hope so. It was a difficult transition when you sing with your brothers. You know, that's the family harmony. You say words the same, you speak the same. And you kind of anticipate what the other one's going to do vocally. And then when I joined another family, I kind of had to relearn that. But I've been here so long now, it's second nature. But I did kind of have to learn to re-sing things in a different way for there to be a blend. And we worked on that, and as a family we get along great. And so we continue to work about probably this year, maybe 150, 160 dates this year.
That's still a big schedule.
It is a big schedule when we're getting older like we are. But we still love it, and we still feel a calling on our life. My mother and father-in-law, especially my mother-in-law, doesn't travel as much ever since she had some health issues, but our daughter has joined us, and so we've got 3 generations now, and we keep going strong.
That's incredible. I wanted to pause for a second, and I don't want to spend the time telling my stories,
Oh, that's
but
okay.
This is a special day, and we got into this quite a few years ago, bringing groups to sing at our church in Rhode Island,
Okay.
little church. And one of the first groups we brought up there was the Greens.
Oh my goodness.
It was Tony, Taranda, and Donnie Henderson
Yes.
was with them. And today, September 28th,
Yes, it
is
is.
when Tony
Yes.
got to see what he sang about.
What he sang about, yes, he would have been gone about 2.5 hours at this point.
Yeah, we loved him.
Yes, I miss him daily. He was bigger than life, and he knew Jesus. And I get a little jealous at times because he got to see him before me.
Yeah.
But you know what? He's waiting on me there. And
Yeah.
the wonderful, beautiful thing about what we believe is that we can go to him. You know, if I didn't have that hope, because Tony and I were 14 months apart. We were raised like twins, inseparable. We talked every day of our life. And if I didn't have the hope that I'd get to see him again, I don't think I could live that way. So the hope we have in Jesus makes all the difference in the world.
Well, the songs were great and the singing was great, and I'll tell you, he had that little church rolling in the aisles.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Yeah, it was great. Softly and Tenderly is the title of the new CD,
Yes.
Solo by Kim Hopper.
Yes, yes.
How did you pick the songs? You had a specific formula for the songs you were looking
Well,
for?
the whole thing was based around, I was in a doctor's office a couple, 3 years ago, and he's obviously a Christian man, because when I went in and sat down, they were playing hymns of the church, and they were doing it in a very almost Celtic and very acoustic form. And I just sat there and listened and thought, you know, you're always a little apprehensive when you walk into a doctor's office, but I just became so calm, and I thought that music is absolutely beautiful. And I thought, I don't want to take away from any of it, but I would love to do an album one day that is based around that type of music, just that pure, soft, mountain, Celtic feel. And the thing that goes with those the best are those wonderful old hymns of the church. And then there were some great gospel songs like Leaving on My Mind that I loved as a kid growing up, but somebody else was always singing them. And Jesse Dixon was the last one that I heard do that song, and he had passed away, and I thought, now's my chance. I get to do that song. So it's an album that's really my heart. It's songs that mean a whole lot to me. My mother influenced some. Miss Connie said, you have to do Mansion Over a Hilltop for me. And so I did that for her. And then songs like What a Friend We Have in Jesus, which was always very special to me as a kid. Just songs that I grew up with, and then, like I said, some of those good gospel songs that I always loved, and they were seemed to have been getting lost, and I didn't want them to get lost. And so I put them in that very acoustic and very mountain, simple, very simple. And you're always used to hearing me sing 90 to 100 in a couple seconds, and I decided that this one I wanted to do things just softly, the softer side of Kim. And so my husband's been praying for that softly a long time. But so we entitled this Softly and Tenderly, which I do that song as well. But it's my heart. I've done solo albums before, and they have new songs and great songs. But this one is real special to my heart.
We have a common New England friend. I know you've been up there to sing Joe Fitzgerald.
Yes.
And every time we hear anybody sing Mansion Over the Hilltop, we always say, we need to call Joe right away. That's his all-time favorite song.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, those great old songs don't need to be lost.
That's right.
Or forgotten.
Well, Softly and Tenderly is the CD. Kim Hopper, it's been great to have you with us on Gospel Music today.
It is my pleasure. Thank you for what you do.